But I did. So we are going live. We are live, my friends. We are back. Better than
Hello,
ever.
hello.
Hello, welcome. How y'all doing? Uh,
Setting up my stream right now. Just give me a second.
yeah, we're gonna do some dual stream action right now. I jumped the gun a little bit, guys. Sorry about that. But as always, we do appreciate everybody that stops by. So we have quite a bit of stuff on topic today. We're gonna talk mainly about PlayStation, Xbox, kind of like some next gen overall. Do a little reaction to the new Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart game that's coming out. Going to be a truly next gen experience. Talk about kind of like the chip shortage out there and why it is just becoming increasingly difficult month after month to try and get a PS5 or an Xbox. And then we are going to basically talk about backwards compatibility, kind of ended up, and how we do and don't feel about it, what we do and don't like about it, and things as such.
Things as such.
If that is even a word, I'm not totally sure, but it is now.
Yeah, I'm just still setting it up here, getting the most average corner brought up on my thing here.
It says you are live, my friend.
There we go. Yep.
Am I live? I am. Okay.
Alrighty. Yeah, so we're gonna delve a little bit into the next gen situation that everybody's kind of dealing with right now. Talk about our reactions to some exclusives. Chill, have a little bit of fun. So where do you want to
Absolutely.
go from here, my friend?
Well, I was thinking that for some reason I'm unable to pull up my video on my phone here, so give me just a second. I like to be able to react to chat on my phone. Ghost, thank you. Ghost, you're not a console fan. Well, then this week might not be for you, my friend. You might have to wait till next week, because next week we're going to talk into AMD and Nvidia. I'm going to talk about a few things on that next week. But the chip shortage, even though we're talking about console side, this side, it still relates to AMD and Nvidia and the graphics cards out there. I mean, it relates to basically anything that has electronics in it.
Yeah, they're pretty much saying that within this year, especially after June, that because of this shortage, TVs, cell phones, any other electronics that has a screen and like a processing power to it, you're looking at increased prices.
Am I live right now? I don't understand if I am or not. It says I am, but I can't seem to. Am I live right now, Whitehill? Can you check it? Check on your phone, because I can't
I'm
find it
pretty
on my
sure.
phone.
I'm pretty sure I'm on your thing right now, and I can see it on my phone.
That's so weird. I can't bring it up on my phone. But hey, it is what it is, I guess. There we go. Dude, so weird. Alright, so unbelievably weird. Alright, so before we get into the technical stuff and things like that, let's have a little fun. Let's watch this Ratchet and Clank. Because
Bring it.
honestly, I think it's gonna be pretty exciting. Have you seen it yet?
I have not. I haven't looked much into it, just because of all the other stuff coming out right now.
Okay, then we are gonna play it here. Give me just a second. Make this my boom. Audio input capture will be
But yeah, as of March 24th, what I'm seeing here, reports that have been steadily worsening since last year, and that supply can't keep up with demand. Consumers are also facing the possibility of price rises, and the likelihood is that more products such as TVs, mobile phones, and cars, even cars, because of what they have in them now, will be impacted as a result of global semiconductor drought.
yeah. It's kind of insane, honestly. Um, how well, I mean, I know everybody was talking about it like when the consoles launched. They were like, oh, by 2021 everything will be fine by summertime. But I mean, this is definitely going to go right on into 2022 for sure. without
Yeah.
any
Well,
doubt.
the fact that, I mean, COVID still is impacting. Like, of course, we have the vaccines and stuff going on right now, but um, that it's not enough right now. And like they say, it's just the even with some processing um, able to catch up, it's not going to catch up to the demand that's going to continue to grow until like through the holiday season of 2020, 2021. Yeah, not talking.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's I mean, even Sergeant saying right here, um, in the business community, they can't even get like computers and stuff reliably. So I mean, it is definitely something that's going to affect everybody, not just consoles. But being a gaming channel, we're gonna, obviously mainly talk about the console side, graphics card side, things like that, and how. Well, gosh darn it, I want all my friends to have a PS5, and I want to go get an Xbox Series X, and I want to have both, but especially if Elder Scrolls
Not
stays
spending,
exclusive. But
yeah, not
I mean,
spending
it's not.
2 grand
It's
on new stuff.
yeah, exactly. I mean, yeah, I had to buy a bundle to get my PS5, and I spent almost 1,500 because I had to get like a big bundle of games, the console, the camera, the headset, the charging station, all that in one. Otherwise, I was paying $1,000 for just a PlayStation from a scalper or something like that. So
Yeah.
it was not a good time. It definitely wasn't fun. But all right, let's react to this Ratchet and Clank real quick. Let's go ahead and do that. Um,
Hold on.
okay. Unmute that. Unmute that. Can everybody hear this? No, it's not playing. Okay, hang on one second here. Let me get
Looks good though.
Yeah, let me get the audio real quick. I know what I need to change. Like this. The wireless.
Dude, it's been so long since I played any Ratchet and Clank.
Yep. Absolutely.
PS2. When I was changing people
There we go.
with the duck gun that they had.
Where am I? A Lombax? Who are you?
I'm Ribbit. Let's go for a ride.
Wait, I have to find my friend.
I'm messing everything up here. Bye.
It sounded like it was playing for a second there.
I don't understand why this is going on.
Whoa.
Yeah, I don't understand why this is fucking going on. It's pissing me off right now. Back to image transition. There. All right, sorry guys. Still figuring some things out. Some technical issues here.
Still new. Still new.
I want to make this audio play through the live stream, but for some reason I can't seem to make it happen. So we'll talk on to our. Jesus Christ, that's insane. How did you really pay that much for that? I forgot that you had to buy that. I forgot that you paid 800 for that shizzle. Okay. I forgot. There we go.
We can so kind of lead in through the new consoles and release. So what another topic that I kind of wanted to touch on was just the basic since launch that the PS5 has had the internal storage space problem, and people got to buy the SSD, and it's a freaking process and everything, and it's like why couldn't you just make the space what it should have been at release, which is at least 1 terabyte of usable memory. I don't
Yeah.
understand that.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure why. Well, so I mean, part of it comes down to, I believe, their specialized audio, I think, is part of the problem, and why they did, or not audio, their specialized like memory unit and their IO throughput and all that, and that's the reason why supposedly the 800 and what is it, 860
25.
825 gigs is the optimized size or whatever, even though that
And then
doesn't make
what
any
it's
sense.
and then what it's stating is that out of that 825 gigs is 667 roughly is actually usable.
Yeah, because with the IO and stuff, the UI and all that, I mean, it takes up memory. I mean, I didn't think it was gonna take up over 100 gigs though. That's for sure. That's not what I was expecting. I was expecting more like 50 to 60 gigs or something like that. It was much
So
larger than I thought.
beginning of March, it was reported that a firmware update will at long last give players the option of upgrading the storage space through the expansion slot on the PS5. Why this wasn't enabled at launch boils down to Sony having concerns over the console overheating. So there you go. Because of the addition of that tech, they had doubts of it being able to operate without overheating. So what that solution, where was it, is that they're going to the firmware will apparently fix the issue and will enable use of the M.2 SSD expansion slot by increasing the speed that the internal fan can run at. So there you go.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we're still waiting on that expansion though. That's the problem. And like Sergeant said, that NVMe runs super hot. So,
Mm-hmm.
but at the same time, I mean, Xbox seemed to figure it out. So, yeah. I mean, but I mean, they have their own weird like thing going on with Seagate and stuff like that. But all right, here we go. Let me try this Ratchet and Clank video again. We're gonna try and watching this and make sure I get actual audio this time, because last time I did not, and that was pretty annoying. So I think we're ready here. I think we're ready to give it a try. Let me know if we get some audio here in just a second. We'll find out.
Ratchet and Clank! What a wonderful surprise! What do you want,
I
Nefarious?
don't think I hear it.
We're going to a dimension where
Oh, I have it muted on my laptop.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, there is audio. There is audio.
Clank? Where am I? A wombat?
There we go. Had a bit of an echo there too on accident.
I'm Rivet. Let's
Yeah,
go
my
for a
bad.
ride.
Wait, I
Yep,
have to
yep.
find my
Oop,
friend.
there we go.
So, I don't know who is or isn't.
I need to unmute it, so I gotta.
Yes.
Did that create an echo for you?
Nope, you're good right now.
You're nefarious. He looks a lot like
Just sitting
mine.
here watching it right
Even
now,
like him, too.
kind of just being
And that
quiet.
Lombax.
I'm coming, Clank.
A lot of this
If we
is
do not get the Dimensionator
like
now,
cutscene right
we may
now, or
lose
maybe
every
actually. I guess I
dimension.
don't know. I mean,
My.
it's definitely like, I mean, even the cutscene and the gameplay looks pretty damn close. It's hard to tell the difference. This looks amazing. It looks like you're watching a movie, but you're able to play it.
Pretty cool, dude. Rift apart.
Yep, I think that's gonna be pretty sick. Still have an echo. What do you mean? It should stop now. Is it still
Yeah,
echoing?
it was probably my fault.
No, I don't know. Dude, what the fuck is echoing? Hang on a second. I think I got it here. How about now?
it was probably my stuff because I had to unmute on the laptop to hear the audio through my stream.
Yeah, but at the same time, I think this happened last time at the beginning, and I think I remember what it was. It was the audio input capture device needed to be mute. Is it good now, Mr. Sergeant? Okay, I guess I need to like hear it. So I can see it. It's I'm not totally sure. Hang on 1 second, y'all. I'm gonna mute myself for just a second. Alright, so I muted myself so that
Figured it out.
no, not yet. If I do, can you still hear me, Sergeant? This is so whack, dude. I'm sick. Like, I thought I figured this out. Am I echoing still, or am I done echoing now? Yes, what? What the fuck? How about now? Am I echoing still now? No, you probably can't even hear me now. But I bet you I'm done echoing.
Oh boy. Am I echoing too?
No, you're fine. You're totally fine. It's just me, dude. I don't fucking know. I don't know. It's just
Dang.
pissing me off. I'm gonna just end stream, I guess, because it's pissing me off. And honestly, it's so frustrating. Why am I echoing, guys? I don't know. Hang on.
Everything is like turned down over here.
How about now? Am I still echoing?
Hey, thanks, Ghost.
No, I fixed it. Alright, I fixed it. Alright, we're good
Sorry,
now. We should be good.
I didn't have my live chat pulled up on my phone, so I wasn't seeing your text or your chats.
Alright,
But
so we're
no
good
echo
now.
on Keithy's stream, so that's good.
Alright, figured it out. That was frustrating because I don't. So I can't play audio in the background and talk. So I'll have to keep working on that. Hey, it's a learning curve, right? Podcast number 2,
I
and
don't hear most average though.
you don't hear me? You don't hear me on what? On
Hello?
You don't hear me? Can you hear me now? Oh. I muted my mic. I figured it out. We're all good.
Okay, he
There
is
we go.
back. We're back.
I
Hello.
was talking the whole time on the stream, but I forgot I muted my headset mic there. Because I didn't know if it was like echoing by doing double or not. But
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
oh God, we got it, guys. Well, not really, but we're figuring it out.
Yeah, we're trash.
figuring.
We're trash. Believe me, I understand.
Welcome back, Ghost says. Welcome back.
All right, let's play a little Skyrim in the background, huh? A little bit of that Skyrim action. We'll let that play in the background while we talk about a few other things. So the other thing I wanted to talk about was the direction both PlayStation and Xbox are going in.
That's perfect for me too, because I got a big old list of exclusive games that are going to be releasing here.
So, yes, exactly. So I want to talk about how the games are. Oops, for it to transition. There we go. That's the one I want. So I want to talk about how Xbox is kind of doing, Game Pass. They're doing backwards compatibility. Well, sort of back. I mean, they're doing backwards compatibility through Game Pass.
Yeah, no,
I mean,
I actually really wanted you to talk about because I haven't looked into that PS Now at all. So it's good that.
Yeah, so so obviously with the PS5, you got the PS Plus collection, which is cool. You get you get like 10 games for free right off the bat. You don't even have to be a PlayStation PS Plus subscriber. You just get, or you have to be a PS Plus subscriber for 1 month. You get the games, bing bam boom, you're done. They're free. They're free forever. But it's not like it's something that they add to every month. It's not like it's something that they add to every week, every month, every year. At least not yet. I mean, it's still new in the generation. And then there's also PS Now, which has like, I actually don't know how many games. It's like four. I feel like it's well over 1,000 games on there. I had the stat pulled up earlier, but I lost it. It's quite a bit. It dwarfs Game Pass though. It absolutely dwarfs Game Pass. So Game Pass has more newer games, more day on date games. Like as a game releases on Xbox, it's right there on Game Pass day one. Whereas with PS Now, it's like 3 years later down the road is when it comes to PS Now.
800 plus games is what it's saying.
Yeah, on the PS Now, exactly. Yeah, and then it's only like, last I checked, it was like under 300 for Game Pass. But I think it actually got. I know they added like another 50 or so once like Bethesda got acquired and stuff. So Game Pass is definitely growing. Game Pass is definitely a fantastic deal, but I know that I don't know if PlayStation necessarily needs to answer back with Game Pass. I think PS Now needs to grow, but I don't think it needs to ever be where Game Pass is, where it's doing day and date releases of like, PlayStation exclusives. Like I don't think
Big
that
games,
yeah, like the next God of War shouldn't be part of a subscription
PS Now
service.
game.
Yeah.
I agree with that totally, because those are usually made by bigger companies anyway. They make enough money by themselves. They generally don't need the help of like a service like that. But at the same time, a service like that allows you to play a game like that without having to buy it. So it's but I think they'll avoid putting stuff on that because they make enough money on them, on their own.
Yeah, like it's definitely, like super pro consumer to have a Game Pass. So, like I can see that for sure, but until Xbox has games that I want to play, which don't get me wrong, I get that in the next like 3 years or so, there's gonna be some big games coming out on the side of Microsoft.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, well, then even if you look at the side of Sony, I mean, Sony started off pretty strong, and it seemed like they were gonna have a bunch of games coming out and stuff, but they've kind of held everything back just because of the fact that nobody can get a PlayStation 5. So I feel like they're delaying.
Playing The Last Guardian in the background.
Yeah, this is the PS Now subscription like trailer. I have that, and then the Game Pass trailer, like just playing on a loop. Like yeah, you could play Last Guardian, you could play Bloodborne, Fallout, you could play.
Play The Last Guardian.
I have. So this right here, this is not the PS Now. All those games right there are the PS Plus collection. Those are the 10 free games that you get when you get a PS5.
That's pretty. Oh, you get freaking Days Gone. Did you? Oh, on a side note, did you see that Days Gone wasn't going to get a remake?
Yeah, I did. I did see that, and
so depressing, bro.
I mean, it didn't sell well though.
Ugh.
Like, I mean, it's sold steadily since its launch, but I mean, even the developer said like, "Yo, if you love this game so much, why didn't you buy it at full price?"
Yep.
So, I mean, I think that was kind of harsh to say from a developer, but I get where he's coming from. It's like, where was all this, fan love when the game, when the game launched?
Zombies were such a huge thing, and yeah, it didn't live up to expectations. And then they offered it a bunch of times as a discounted price, and I think I ended up getting it either for free or for like 70% off or something like that.
Yeah, but like on my chat, Sergeant even said that like I mean basically everything's going subscription model. I mean
Yeah, it's a
it
business
is yeah. I
strategy
mean it
for
works well in the long run.
online platforming. I mean, it's yeah.
Yeah, but I mean that's also the other thing too between Game Pass, PS Now. I mean there's still at least like 30% of the country, like at least just here in the United States, 30% of the country that doesn't even have above like 5 megs. Like they're still rocking 5, 10 megabit speeds and stuff. Like they can't be playing on Game Pass, can't be playing PS Now. They can't, they
Right.
have to do, yeah,
They need that hard copy
yeah,
or that
exactly.
yeah. I mean, I personally, because of my choice of paying for better internet, is I don't buy any hard copies of games anymore. I have totally moved on from having to put a stack of games into my backpack or something and bringing them over somewhere or whatever.
The
It's like so nice to just be able to just grab my,
Yeah, the
my
problem
thing.
though is you don't technically own anything.
No, I know. And I've had that argument before, but at the same time, just the convenience of having it, man, like that is
Oh
far
yeah,
greater for
absolutely.
me.
Like don't get me wrong, dude. I haven't bought a game in like 3 years, brother. Like a physical game in like three. I think the last game I bought was like shit. I don't know. I'm looking over there right now, and I don't even know. Something like we're looking at Horizon, Forbidden West, God of War. I got Wildlands.
The
You know,
last,
a
I think
couple
the last hard
randoms.
copy game I bought was Dragon Age Inquisition.
Damn.
And because I bought the hard copy, I wasn't able to get the DLC. So I still have the hard copy and a couple of our other hard copy of games that I'm going to trade in eventually. And but I got the digital copy of Dragon Age so I could download DLC and play the DLC. So
Yeah. Yep. The main thing that I definitely like about Xbox and like dude, this is pretty sick. Have you looked into like the FPS boost
I
on
think you told me
Xbox?
about it the other day, but I
Dude,
didn't
so I mean
fully.
this shit's pretty fucking cool. Like I mean Xbox like give credit where credit's due. Xbox fuck killing it on this end. Like so you can throw like games like fucking like I don't remember exactly what the list of games are. There's because like they still have to go in and like optimize them a little bit, like older games and stuff. But it's
Yep.
it's mainly all done through like AI and machine learning. Like it's not something that like people have to physically go in and do the work for.
Yep.
But it still takes a while for everything to be even through a computer program and everything. It takes a while for things to get optimized and ready to go. But we're talking about games like Titanfall 1 and 2, which I know you don't play, but I fuck it. Those are my favorite shooters of all time. Titanfall 1 and 2. You play the
I
games
have
that
it. I have it on my library. I just because it was a PS Plus game at one
yeah,
point.
yeah, dude. It's the best first-person shooter story. Like so, like the CODs, the Battlefield, all that stuff. So like they always have like a campaign. Titanfall 2 is the best campaign I've ever played, ever.
Really.
Period. Like out of any like Call of Duty like FPS style game, like dude. So because you get like a Titan obviously, and like the Titan itself has so much like charisma and it's just such a likable character. Like trust me, once you start playing it, you're gonna be like, wow, I'm never gonna play online, but you were right. This is fucking awesome. And like the movement is so cool. Like doing wall running and shit like that. Like all that stuff is just like a ton of fun. Once you get like
So
super,
parkour.
yeah, exactly. Once you get smooth with it, it's a ton of fun. But yeah, you can play that game at like originally on console 30 FPS. Now 120.
Yep.
You can go back and play Oblivion 120 FPS. You can go back and play Fallout 120 FPS. Like
Yeah.
these are games that I kind of don't go back and play now that I'm spoiled with 60 FPS and up on.
Because of that very fact.
Yeah, exactly. Like I don't want to go back and play like 30 FPS. Like after you get used to 60 and 120 FPS, like 30 is jarring.
Yeah.
Like it's jarring to go back and play like a third. Like I played Stranded Deep the other day, or I guess it's like a month ago now, which is like it's just like a survival game where you get obviously stranded in like the middle of the ocean on some islands or whatever. I don't know if you've seen the game or not. But I was playing that and it was 30 FPS and like the game was fun, but I was like, wow, this is just like
I just can't play
it
it
like
because
hurts me.
It hurts.
Yeah, like I didn't really have any
That's
other
too
way to
funny.
explain it. Like it just
Yeah.
hurt. And
Yeah, it hurt my eyeballs, man.
but that's the main thing that Xbox is doing like phenomenal and like that I want PlayStation to do is because the one thing that I look at it as is like gaming for the longest time I've always wanted to be more respected as an art form and less as like a just like a piece of media, more as like an artistic expression and things like that. And to do that, we have to have preservation. You can't be an art and not preserve it. Like if you don't preserve it, then no one's going to know of it down the line, 10, 15 years down the line, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
If you took care of it, like, my uncle can still go out and grab his Sega Genesis and pull it out and be like, "Oh, let's play some Sonic." You know what I mean? But I can't.
Yeah, something like Atari or Super. Like, yeah, I was actually playing Super Mario on what was it? Super Nintendo, probably 3 or 4 months ago, over
Yeah.
at my buddy's house because
Yeah.
he maintained it.
Yeah, no, it's a ton, and it's fun, dude. I mean, it's definitely fun to go back and play those games. Who doesn't like to? I mean, I don't know if I could sit down and play a whole game, but nostalgia carries you through for a little while of just playing it and stuff, which is fun.
Yeah, for sure. I love those games where nostalgia alone can bring you through. Like when I was playing, so having the remake of Shadow of the Colossus.
Mm-hmm.
There's an example. Like that game I spent so many hours on PS2. But coming back and replaying it, like I beat it one time through.
Yep.
But what carried me was the nostalgia because I already knew the story and stuff like that. It felt great to play it again. But there were so many things that were missing that I felt like could have been like maybe a sequel or a different style of game that was the same idea, like would have added in. But at the same time, the very rustic, basic style of that game is also what made it beautiful.
Yeah, 100%. But yeah, I mean that's definitely like I actually haven't even beaten that game yet. I started playing. I think I'm like halfway through of like the remake or whatever, and it's fucking gorgeous, dude. It's amazing. It's so much fun to play,
dude.
but I just other shit came out and stuff, so I don't remember what it was, but I remember I got distracted by other stuff.
It's very slow moving because there's nothing else to do except fight the Colossus. So it's like there's no fast travel. There's no other small enemy that you can grind on or beat or anything. It's just like, are you ready for a battle?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and they are cool though. Like they're I mean they're basically just giant moving puzzles, which I mean
Yeah,
that's what makes the game fun.
It's such a good game, man.
But yeah, I definitely hope
They
that
did add one thing though in the
with the
remake. They added those coins.
yeah.
So
They did. Bluepoint does fucking awesome work with remakes, dude. Bluepoint is top tier in their class for sure. I mean, between that, you look at Demon Souls, which I also haven't beaten yet because I'm a loser.
hey, greetings, Wiccan. How are you tonight?
Wiccan, how are you, my
She is
friend?
here.
How are you?
Tip of the cap.
Tip of the cap, man. I thought that was pretty funny.
I can see it. Dude, you know what popped in my head when you said that is Will Smith from the West. Wild
Oh,
West.
really? I was thinking of Arthur Morgan from Red Dead Redemption 2 when I did it. I was, ma'am.
I think that's gonna be one of the next games that I stream is Red Dead.
Red Dead? Have you played it at all yet, or?
Negative, sir.
Have you play the first kind of second one? I mean, it's the first game, but it's the sequel technically.
Yes, I did play that one.
Oh, you did. So you played with. So that part's really cool, being able to see like the origins of John's story and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That part's really cool. So, I mean, you'll probably do better than I did. I had to play the game in 2 parts because it's long and it's tedious. But you do better with tedious stuff than I do. So
I do.
you might be able to just power through, but I don't know. I got to a point of where because like everything is like an ultra realistic long animation. Like it's
Yeah.
12 seconds every time you want to skin an animal. 12 seconds wasted every time. And
So they make it just everything drawn out. So that it
yeah, I
feels
mean,
more
you know, because it's real. You know, they tried to make it more cinematic, but like, dude, it's still a video game at times. Like, you gotta recognize like you should at least have the option to like quick skin, or quick craft, or shit like that when you're playing 100+
Wiccan.
hours of a game.
Wiccan is saying I have the patience of a saint.
You do, you definitely, especially compared to me, my friend, dude. Like, patience is my weakest of all flaws. If I had to pick one, it's definitely patience. Like I had this dude today, or this lady today, that was looking at me, and she's like, on my job or whatever, she's like, so you can bring the cable from like that one side of the house over to the other side. And I was like, I mean, I could, but like I gotta climb a pole, and I gotta climb the other pole, and then I gotta put a cable between the two poles.
And
Like,
you,
you think
totally
that like
could.
you could do that maybe while I'm the 45 minutes I'm fucking outside maybe? Like, dude, I just so little patience, and she could see it on my face too. It was like my fifth
Dude,
job of the day.
Was it snowing where you were? Because it was friggin' snowing.
Up in
here.
Johnson, really?
It was snowing today, dude.
Oh my god, that's crazy. Getting super off topic now. Sorry, guys. No, it didn't snow. It got cold. It definitely got real cold, like in the like mid 30s today, and like windy as fuck. But it didn't snow.
I woke up with snow in my car, brother.
Oh, that's rough, dude. I didn't see that. I didn't get any snow. At least I didn't. Maybe we did last night. No, we didn't. We would have had something on the cars this morning. So no. Shit, that's funny as hell. What the hell were we talking about? I'm so lost now.
I don't know.
I don't know either. But oh yeah, let's look back at the stream there. That's right. We're talking about Game Pass and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, no,
Well,
I just and backwards compatibility and stuff like that mainly, and like game preservation. But I do hope that PlayStation answers back with that side of things. I hope PS Now becomes the way of preserving the PS1, 2, 3 game. You know what I mean? And
For
like,
sure.
and there needs to be like an upscaling of being able to play them at either 1080 or 4K. I mean, like I don't know. Streaming, I guess, is tough at 4K right now with infrastructure and stuff. So I'm okay if I can stream 1080 60. I'm cool
Yeah,
with that
for
all
sure.
day, especially with old
Yeah,
school games.
Once I get the ability to have 60.
Yeah, no, I feel you. I'll never go back to 30. Absolutely not. Not a chance in hell am I ever going back to 30. But 60, I'm all down. I'm down to play some like Morrowind at 60 FPS.
Dude, that would be insane. I would love to
That'd be
jump
so
back
sick,
to
dude.
Morrowind.
Xbox, I hate you so much because of that. I wish
Yeah.
like Morrowind's not even on Sony. But speaking of not on Sony, talk a little Cyberpunk real quick, because I think the rumor is the next hotfix might bring it back to Sony.
Really?
It might. It just might. I'm not totally sure yet.
Even PS4?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it should. And then hopefully, yeah, here. Let me get out of this.
Because depending, again, due to the chip shortage and the game availability still being mostly on the choice to be able to do it on PS4 and PS5, like for me at this point, being almost almost halfway through 2021, there's almost no point for me to go out and spend the money on a PS5 if
yeah, I
especially
mean,
if they're releasing the main one of the main games that I wanted to play on PS5 was Cyberpunk, but if they're gonna bring it back, man, I might consider.
yeah, but I mean, you also got to think. I mean, 60 FPS. Everything is better. Like, dude, I'm telling you, everything's better at 60 FPS. Literally everything.
I know I have played it, but again, I have, as Wiccan said, the patience of a saint.
I also don't. There's certain things that just play better on, and like obviously more power, better console. I mean that's given from generation to generation. Things play better on the next generation, but there are like games that have streaming like asset issues and stuff, where like details load in late and stuff, like all of that stuff is just eliminated with the next gen, which is nice. The only thing that sucks about Cyberpunk though is that like I still play the PS4 Pro version, even though I play on a PS5. Like there's no next gen version of Cyberpunk yet or anything.
Right. It's just playing that PS4 version on your PS5.
Yeah, at least they unlocked the frame rate though, so you can play at 60. Because there are still some like pro games that are still just locked at 30.
Yeah. When I played Valhalla, when my buddy brought over his Series X, man, it's just like I said, the smoothness.
Yeah,
the,
Valhalla is good.
the fact that you're not spending half of your time during those loading screens, man, because that is so god
Oh
dang
my god, dude!
rough.
I was like, dude, I can like smoke a bowl, make dinner, like jerk off, like during your live streams on those loading screens. Like it's insane.
It's rough. It's rough. And you see me like talking about it, and like I sit there and like run around in circles and shit like that.
Like-
I'm just like, bro, like this is enough.
Like if somebody were to watch like our Skyrim streams side by side, like in the time you load, like I've gone to 3 cities.
Yeah. Yeah.
like it's I honestly forgot because it's been so long. I mean, I've had the PlayStation 5 now for three months, pretty much all year, all of 2021, pretty much. I got it sometime in like February, I think.
How much did you pay for yours?
Around like 1,400. I mean, I don't know because I got a bundle, so like around 1,400 is what the total. I think it was like 13 something.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
Um,
I knew it was gonna be around like 1,000 with.
Yeah, I
with
mean,
the
if you
other-
wanted to just buy the PlayStation, then yeah, you're looking at like 800. I mean, obviously unless you buy it legit, but I bought it off eBay, so. But it was all new in packaging, so nothing had been opened or anything like that,
they had
which is
just
nice.
bought it and then wanted to make money on it.
Yeah, 100%. And I was a sucker enough to I wanted it bad, dude. I did. And
Yeah,
honestly, I
I
wanted
know.
it bad to play Cyberpunk, and then Cyberpunk was fucked. And then I was like, are you fucking kidding me, dude? This is. So then I beat
This is
Cyberpunk on my PS4 Pro. And I remember watching and like seeing like the videos definitely exaggerate a little bit. Like the game is trash. Or not trash. The game was fucked. There's no argument from me there. The game had some issues, but it wasn't unplayable. It wasn't.
Yeah, you were still able to beat it. So I mean, there's that.
Yeah, like I didn't like. There were moments that were immersion breaking, but there was nothing that was like, just like I never once like saw a the whole time on PS4 Pro, not one T pose, whole game.
Yeah.
And like that's the biggest meme of the game is the T pose, and like I only crashed probably like 10 times maybe. And I mean that's probably more than you should crash on a console. I mean consoles rarely ever crash, but still I just don't think it was as bad. Again, that's different than a baseline console, you know, like the baseline PS4
For sure.
or the baseline Xbox. But like it was playable. I got through it. I put 125 hours or something on the PS4 Pro before I switched over to PS5. And it doesn't play much different on the 5 versus Pro other than the 60 FPS, and I would say like crowd density is a little bit higher on the 5. And then obviously the texture assets stream in better
Yeah, I
and
was gonna
faster.
say there's got to be texture assets,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like
But I would say that the very last topic that I was thinking of ending on is basically what your predictions over the next, let's say 2021 is. What do you think? What direction do you think each console is going to go with? Do you think Bethesda is going to be exclusive? Do you think PlayStation is going to answer back with Game Pass? I mean, what are you thinking, Keefe? What do you think the next year is going to be like after everything we've just discussed and talked about today?
obviously there's going to be some kind of competition for their subscription services. So, as Sargent said, everything is moving towards that kind of a model now where, you know, you pay a certain amount a month or a 6-month or a 12-year or 12-month thing, and you have access to a database of whatever that company has.
Yep.
So, I believe that if the Elder Scrolls series becomes totally exclusive to Xbox,
I'm gonna hang myself.
they're they are going to have to change because of that one game, because of the fan base in that one series.
Do you
I
really
think
think the fan
Sony-
base is that big? I mean, like, I know you and I love it, and like the people we talk to love Elder Scrolls, but
I think because they've made people wait a decade, dude, as soon as they have a release date, people are going to be clicking on pre-orders.
I mean, it is the number one highest selling non-shooter of all time.
Like, dude, it's
Skyrim is,
they've
that
just
is.
remade Skyrim 4 times.
I was
right?
I was expecting Skyrim to come to next gen too, to be honest with you. I thought for like I was like 99% sure that Almighty
don't
Todd
count it
Howard
out
was
yet.
gonna remaster Skyrim for the.
Don't count it out. We
I
could
think they'll
absolutely-
remaster Fallout 4 for the next gen before they did
for next
Skyrim.
gen.
To test,
Yeah.
because that was what the Skyrim remaster was to test out the engine for like Fallout 4.
Okay. All right.
And then I mean, I know Fallout 4 came out before the Skyrim remaster or the special edition, but that was like I was reading like an interview and stuff after and watching like a documentary on Bethesda, and that's why they remastered and did the special edition. Was to test what was new in the engine, what they could do in the engine, like for Fallout 4. And then they were like, well, we pretty much just remade this anyway. You want to just release it? Yeah, fuck yeah, just do it. And then they all released it.
We'll make money.
Yeah, exactly.
They love it. Like, that's what I'm saying, though, is like people love the Elder Scrolls enough to buy. Like, I've almost gone out and bought VR Skyrim just for the fact that I've played it every other way. So it's like, why not just freaking get the VR and shoot fire out of both my hands wherever I want to? You know what I'm saying?
100%.
So
It's
and again, I was willing to almost pay I still have time. That's the thing, is like
you do still have time, my friend. I don't know if that's the right call, but you do have time.
But so I think that the Elder Scrolls series and fan base and the demand and the fact that they've made the fan base wait long enough, if they do decide to release that only on Xbox, it's going to change the direction that Sony has to go.
Yeah, 100%. I think
because of that.
I think Sony and Xbox have like a 5-year plan that a lot of people don't know. I mean, obviously none of us know. I mean, we're not insiders or anything. I mean, even the people that are insiders are still stupid as fuck. But I definitely think that Sony and Microsoft have a plan. I think there are some parts that like, oh, Sony saw Microsoft do this. Okay, let's try and do something. Microsoft saw Sony do this. Blah blah blah. But I think they're definitely going in like separate directions. And I think they have like their own 5-year, 10-year. I think Microsoft is playing a 10-year game, whereas Sony's playing a 5-year game. And because
and Microsoft is just using its continued PC delving to enhance their console. And
yeah, I mean the infrastructure of that looks good. I'm just looking at the stream right now with the Skyrim.
Yeah.
I forgot I did.
I'm
One of the new mods I just added was it redid all the inns, so every inn in Skyrim is now different rather than them all kind of looking the same. So it's definitely one that I love. Actually, I had someone comment on one of my streams and saying that I got to upload my mod list, so I'll probably do that on my next Skyrim stream. But I feel like this is a good spot to end it up. Wrap it in. What are you thinking?
I'm good with it, man.
All right, man.
I still gotta get my daily Valhalla stream on.
Yep, absolutely. I still got to. Well, I guess I have nothing to do. I have no life, guys.
I have nothing to do. Looking to more videos to make. Okay.
But hey, as always, guys, stay safe, stay healthy, and go make some average plays. Thank you for stopping by. If you do enjoy the content, please leave a like, subscribe. And don't forget to swing on over to Keefe's channel as well and do the same.
Because I am here and I am playing pretty much every single day of the week. between Skyrim, Valhalla, and hopefully Red Dead Redemption starting soon. So yeah, stop on by, leave a like, have some fun, and hope to catch you guys all soon again.
Absolutely. Thank you guys, and have a good night. Bye bye.